Alright, g'day, welcome to my sink. I thought I would try and review the ReDuRan, which is a hand cleaner for when you get ink and such on your hands. The instructions are here, if we can make that out. There you go. So you're meant to rub it into your hands with no water, then add a bit of water and wash thoroughly. Now what I'm going to be comparing that to will be just a generic industrial sort of hand cleaner hand wash for around the home. It's not too bad. And then the item that I normally use for cleaning my hands, not too sure if this is available overseas, but it's called Solvol. It's basically a soap with a grit built in. Let's see if I can get up on that. There you go, you can see the grit in it, and that basically scrubs your hands clean. So the way I'll be doing this, is I'm going to use a bit of Bay State Blue. Everyone knows this one for staining. I've got a bit in a syringe here, so I'll get a bit on my hands. Alright, so we'll rub that in. Now the first thing you normally do when you get ink on your hands is you go, oh shit, grab the rag and you try and wipe it off. Alright, so obviously this is pretty extreme. If you've done this, you know, you've done something really, really wrong, but it can happen. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to use to try and clean my hands here is going to be the generic hand wash. So use that. I might even use a bit of a nail file to help try and clean it, to try and scrub it off. So let's have a quick look. So this obviously will start to remove the ink, but it takes a fair bit of work and takes a lot of scrubbing with your scrub brush. I'll also try it with the Solvol, which is essentially is a soap that has grit in it. This helps get it off a lot easier, but again it still requires a fair bit of scrubbing. And it's hard to get in on all the nooks and crannies, like between the fingers. But as you can see, it will remove it. Just takes a bit of scrubbing to get it off. There you go, you can see where it's come off there. Alright, dry my hands. Put a bit more ink on. Obviously, if you're doing this much of a mess, you've done something wrong, like I said before, because you end up looking like a blue smurf. It's alright, my sink won't stain, it's stainless. Alright, so I'm back to looking like a blue smurf. So just dry your hands off and apply a dab of ReDuRan. That should be enough. Then you rub it in. And when it starts to look like you've killed a smurf, you keep sort of working it off. So there we go, got most of it off. I got a bit lazy here. But that's me, not the soap. So ReDuRan, it's very similar to Solvol, this soap, except it's in a liquid form, so it's easy to get into all the nooks and crannies and easy to work it off on your hands. So definitely something to consider if you're looking at something to clean your hands properly, if you're going to go out to a dinner or somewhere fancy, a meeting. But definitely recommended. ReDuRan. Thanks for watching.